Right, now I'm going to explain a constructor and destructor. You can see my text file. Include I use text include conio.text after class A. Right, to the class A, I define one of the method, one of the variable in text is public variable. After public A is a constructor, start and name. Right, this is a constructor. You can see this is a class name, same class name, write some method. This is a constructor, it does not have return type, and same as class name, if right. After I assign x equal 23, right? After see out, x value is s, and then new line, right? I pass, I assign this global variable, I pass in the constructors in some value. After pass, I assign hard code and given to see out, right? Right, x value constructor. You can identify what's the output constructor. This case inside the constructor, I write constructor output x value is right. After now I write going to the right destructor. Click A mark A is I call the, you can see this is a constructor like this. This mark is this destructor and starting right inside the right see out L call right. Okay, this is a destructor call. This is remark. It does not have return type. I'm same as class name, and it can't pass the parameters in here. After now I close the class, start the class, close here, and end of quotation. I'm going to write a main method. What is the main? Oh, in main you can write in writing into write return right start. Okay. Class name is A. Today I create object A. Right. If I create A, this is object to the class A. If we created the class A, class 2 object, automatically call constructor. Not important, call constructor, but we need to call the destructor. We need to call A dot mark A, call to the destructor, right? And stop my output, get ch. Now everything finished. Again start. It is a header file. Okay, this is just finished up my output. After class A, name is a class name is A. After define attributes, one attributes I define like X. After write constructor, same as class name. After define some value inside the constructor. After output, is a constructor output. After the destructor, right? This mark is very important. After here's constructor create a memory allocation. After release the memory allocation in here to destructor. After to the class create object. If we create object to the class, default constructor is called. We call this is a default constructor, right? No pass argument. This case this is a default constructor. This it is automatically called if we, when I create an object. When I create an object, automatically call destructor constructor, right? Sorry. This destructor we need to call like this, call to destructor. Now okay, I select call and copy paste to the C++ boolean. Sorry, new text. We control V paste. and you can compile. 2 errors, statement missing. Here is a statement missing. After compile, right now, after save as, and C++ constructor, constructor, yeah, name no, only name. After I can run this my program. It's a simple program in constructor, right? You can see my output. You can see this my output. Constructor X value is 23. 23 is output. After this constructor call, the constructor call this output is come. Right after now I explain to you how to write a parameter constructor. Right. Okay. Right. Parameter constructor I write here, and also again this here is a constructor. Here start and here finish. After right the constructor parameter constructor public a pass. I pass double value, double D, right? You can see I pass one argument, double D, and also I can pass other, int C, right? 2 argument I pass in my constructor, right? After starting, I can pass, I can give output C out, right? C and D, right? Angle, right? Parameter constructor values, right? Pass to value, output to value, and C and D, right? Okay. Now I need to call this parameter. I need to call this constructor in main method. The constructor name is a class name A, this case, right? To this constructor I pass 2 arguments. Right now I call this, right? A dot A1 pass 2 arguments. First pass 12, after pass 5.5 semicolon, right? I pass two values need to pass this here integer value 12, double value 5.5, so 5.55 like this, 555 like this, double value, right? Pass 2 argument. After now I copy this, paste the C++ colon, right? You can see paste. Now I paste. After compile, 4 errors, statement missing. Where the statement missing? Here is the problem. After compile, 2 errors, statement missing. Here also statement missing. The constructor statement missing. Destructor, no errors. Now I can run my program. Before I need to save this one, save and run. You can see my output. I can show it. You can see my output. Constructor X value is 23. Yes. Here you can see. After the constructor call, the constructor call is output come. After third one, I call constructor parameter constructor. My parameter constructor values 12 and 5.55. Now you can see, right, to the my class. Right, this is a good example in constructor and the structure. think you have idea, right? After now I'm going to explain to you other things additional, right? And not a syllabus, but I want to explain to you additional things. This is a constructor and deconstructor. Now I remove the constructor, parameter constructor, right? And the destructor also I remove. Right? I explain to you small thing, right? Small thing after I remove this two thing also, right? You can see in here, right? You can see I write a constructor as a public, right? Now I write a constructor as a private, right? As a private, right? Private. You can see my constructor is a private, right? I select all, copy, paste the C++, paste. You can see my constructor is not a public, private. Now I compile. You can see one error there is not accessible. I can't create object. No, not given to the permission to the object. Why this is constructor is private, right? After now I think I need to find how to do that. How to do solution for that, right? How is going to solution for that, right? Again, I go into the notepad. You can see my program, right? Now I write the constructor, right? I need to give solution. This is a private. How to do that? After I write other program, other class, the same class B, right? And start and name, right? This is a class B, right? This is a constructor, right? The constructor, right? I need to write like a friends. I need to give my class A is a friends for B. I create other class now, like this friends. Sorry, friends class B. Right? Now I given to the A class, right? I given to the A class friends. A class to given your friends is a B, right? Now I write a coding in class B, right? Define some method, some attributes and variables. Define public p int p like this. After public, I define here public constructor. How to write public constructor? Class name is a B is a constructor. It's a B class constructor, right? B class constructor. Starting to the body, right? To the body, we can create a object for a, right? We are going to see it out. Class B constructor, right? World class B constructor output. Right here something p equal 76, right? Class B, sorry, P and end, right? Well, end of the quotation after, right? After I write some, I need to like here is class A is I write private constructor, right? I need to call after I given to the friends class B. After I need to get this how to call, how to use. No, if you can't create object, no, if I create a public constructor, we can create a object for a class, a object. That's the reason I write other class. I give it to the friends class B. Now class A, no, his friend is a class B, right? After inside the B constructor, B class constructor, I created to the A class object A, right? After now in here, I create A dot. Here is a call private constructor, A class constructor. Right after I go there and create a B class object B BB is BB. Right? If I create a BB, if I create a BB construct a BB object to the B class, automatically call B construct. Right? This is a code. It is not a problem. This is a public constructor. In the BB class, AA object there. It is a work. Why? B is a friends of A. Friends of A. After it's also work. We can check. Right? Select all, copy. Paste. Compile. Together there. Expression syntax. Here's problem, I think. Right? No errors. Now I can run. Before I need to save. Right? Save. After. Now run. I can show you my output. Right? You can see this is my output. Class B constructor 76. Class B constructor 76. Yes. 76 is P is a 76. This P value is a 76. Constructor A X value is 23. Is no problem. But you need to know. Now I think you have a small idea how to write a private constructor, how to use other. Right, this is very good, a very good example and very good, very important to you. And other things also there. I think we need to define private constructor to call. I think like a database connection. It's a very important. If you write to go into the right database connection, we can write like this. Private constructor, like other things, the singulations design pattern in C++. You can search internet and study the singulation patterns designing C++. You can create in class a private static. If you write a private method, like a constructor, after you can create to the class instance, static instance, and after you check whether it's instance null or not. After you can call to create some pointer variables to the pointer object. You can call the private instance, static instance to main method, or other method you can use. Like you can study, not in your syllabus, I think you can study. Or if you need to more thing, you can study. But this is I explain is very simple thing to understand you this case, right? I think you can understand this thing. If you have doubt, you can ask to me. You can send to mail to me. My mail address chintak@sled.ac.lk. I think you can understand. Thank you for listening.